episode 2 of WAZ Words. Welcome to WAZ Words, the home of words of wisdom, word mastery, words of encouragement, and words of prayerful affirmative blessings, all within a few minutes or less. I try to be done in 5. However, the flow often goes over into another rhyme. Today we will talk about unmet expectations. Stay with me and you may improve your situation. I prepared some insights for us to discuss. Hold off, my friend. Don't be too quick to judge and fuss. I'll take us to a higher vibrational plane, and we may even be delivered from that dreaded ego pain. That's right, that dreaded ego pain gets you every time. So, episode 2, what are we going to talk about today? Well, unmet expectations. A couple things that I want to just put out there. Say, I've been thinking about this and I want to share. See, we tend to judge others based on how we judge and see ourselves. Can you see how that could be very, very challenging in order to get along with others if you put your expectations on everyone else? You know, we've been told, judge not, let's not be judged. Okay, so our level of expectation within ourselves is also related often to the level of expectations that we have perceived to internalize in regards to our surroundings. We are always a reference point by which we interpret and internalize. Now, I'm not saying that we don't assess. Okay, judging and assessing are two different things. See, judgment has to do with condemnation. We don't want to bring condemnation in any form or fashion. Now, assessing has to do with pre-established guidelines and expectations, and then you're going to go in and you're going to take a look and see how well we're doing. Because what is excellence? We're getting better and better every day. But where we get in trouble is when we begin to take it personal when someone isn't meeting the expectation that we've placed on them. And often they had no idea that we placed that expectation on them. So in a way, they're completely oblivious and they're the one that are getting the bad negative vibrational energies towards them because we're disappointed in them. We shouldn't do that to ourselves and we shouldn't do that to others. We need to relax. We need to be able to move flow. And have an understanding that we're all working in this together and giving some grace back and forth. Stop judging yourself. It doesn't mean that you don't give a proper assessment of yourself, but it means that when you do that proper assessment, you don't pull in condemnation or expectations you set on yourself in regards to that for what you achieved or did not achieve by living up to it. Relook at it and see yourself being successful. Even if you weren't, do a revision within your mind and in your thoughts and then move forward, because condemnation is just going to keep you in the same state you were when you didn't meet the expectation. You want to go forward. That's what we're talking about. So even the Apostle Paul said he didn't even judge himself. Jesus said he only judged based on righteous judgment. Now, I don't know about you, but it's on a much higher pay grade in regards to having the right to judge others. Okay? And his judgment was just, and he did it in love and understanding. Now, completely stop judging based on our expectations. Doesn't mean we have to stop assessing, but no condemnation or disappointment. You see, that's the key. Will set you free. Judge not, because what you put out there in judgment and condemnation, it's going to find a way to come back to you. It's like throwing a boomerang. So that kind of reminds me of something. Maybe we can come up with a rhyme for this. Okay, let's see. Here we go. Learning how to assess without acting a threat is key to being set free from anxiety. Disappointments will come from time to time. Just remember that if someone doesn't meet your standards, it's not a crime. Don't be disappointed. Set judgments aside. Being overvested will make you cry. Stay in your lane. Don't cross the line. And you'll see how your day will be just fine. Why take it all personal? You don't have to stay tall. This ain't the NBA. It's just a life play. Walk wisely in mental safety. Spare yourself a lot of mind cruelty. No one likes being judged. It makes them feel threatened. Their ego, ego, will make them turn their face from your flow. You won't have no friends. You'll be left sad and alone with no one to talk to on the phone. Take my words to heart or leave them on the shelf. 5 decades of wisdom is flowing off my tongue. Take it, leave it. Just don't waste the air from my lungs. So there's a little bit of rhyme. Maybe a good one at the end. We'll see. Now the WAZ vocabulary word. WAZ vocabulary word. Well, it's kind of related to judging. It's called captious. Okay? Finding fault. Hard to please, like being fastidious. Captious. Okay? When you think about the word captious, what comes to mind, for me anyway, is being captive. So when you judge and you're critical, you are internalizing the situation and you're becoming captivated by it. We've done it. We've all judged too harshly, ourselves and others. Let's forget that. Forgive yourself and you'll have spiritual power not to do it likewise again. If you don't forgive yourself, you're going to be stuck there. You're going to bring your past into your present, and your present will become your past. And where's the future? Unless you change your thinking, that's your future. Think how far you've already come. I remember when I was a teenager, I would, in my upstate New York town, I would go out and I'd go running because I wanted to be a good runner for the cross country team. So I would go out there and I would run, and I'd get up to this real top hill and I'd look back and I'd be like, I started way over there and that must be almost a mile away. If I came that far, I can come this much farther. So look how far you've come. And that should motivate you to be able to go even farther because, you're not stuck. You're moving forward, closer to the finish line, okay, from the starting line. Calm. Before you begin to go forward and you feel like you need to judge something or maybe even assess something, you want to be calm. C for calm is consider your narrative. Is it fairly based? Take a step back to consider why you're assessing it the way you are. Is it based on your expectations? Agreed upon boundaries that have already been set? Maybe they never even knew what was expected of them. Okay? A, allow yourself to resign from the judgment society. You'll be a lot happier. Commit to remain in the assessment-only group. Unless you have a clearly defined role requiring bringing some type of a verdict, judge, boss, supervisor, fact finder. But the key to that is the expectations have already been set. They weren't the expectations that you primarily may have set. And if you did set them, you most likely let them know what those expectations were. So no surprise. Leave out all condemnation. A, allow yourself to resign from the judgment society. Like I said, very important. Okay. L, learn to recognize the connected emotions and the triggers that contribute to the disappointment and the tendency to judge. Only you can do that. You might have to do some internalized work. Okay. There's a lot of good works out there that you can do to purge a lot of that negativity out of you. Make a pragmatic plan to approach a crucial conversation. Think about it before you even go into it. Envision how you want it to go with the hope that it will come to pass with a couple different scenarios and how you may react. But you want to remain calm in everything that you do. Okay. May the perfect and divinely created spirit that dwells in you awaken and bring forth the liberty for you to live in peace and harmony with yourself and others. As this spirit overpowers critical egoic thoughts, may untrue perceptions and judgments be rendered powerless. May they stop creating distress and come to nothingness. I confirm they have no place or right to steal your energy and keep you on a very low vibrational plane. May the eternal sovereign Lord empower you to live a victorious spiritual life, free from giving and receiving judgment. Now, all of you, you're made in the image of the eternal Creator, perfected, be who you truly are. So thank you for your time. Here's an ending rhyme to give a tickle to your ear, because you know in my heart you're all so dear. If you benefited from this video, hit share, like, and subscribe. When you do, you'll be helping the YouTuber bring an uplifting vibe. If you have a prayer request, leave it in the comments section, and I will give it my utmost attention. I appreciate that you have partnered with me to bring to pass a better humanity. Be set free from the judgments all around. When they come your way, turn down the sound. You have the choice to decide what you want to be. Finger pointing captious